Good day, this is Leadership TV News. I am Cynthia Onwado. The Senate and the House of Representatives on Thursday passed the 2.17 trillion naira 2023 Supplementary Appropriation Bill into law after scaling the third reading stage in both chambers. Before the eventual passing of the money bill, the Senate had adopted the harmonized report of the Joint Senate and House of Representatives Committee on Appropriation on the 2023 supplementary budget as submitted by the chairman of the Senate Appropriations Committee, Senator Solomon Olamileko Adeola, APC Ogun West. Moving on now, 12 persons lost their lives in an auto crash on Gusau Funtua Road. The sector commandant of the Federal Road Safety Corps, FRLC, in Zamfara State, Mr. Iro Danladi, has said. Danladi told the news agency of Nigeria, NAN, that the accident involved an 18-seater bus belonging to Zamfara State Mass Transport Company and a truck. The bus was carrying 25 passengers at the time of the accident, he said. Daladi said the other 13 passengers sustained injuries and were all admitted at the General Hospital Safe in Zamfara. The sector commandant blamed the crash on overspeeding and wrongful overtaking, leading to a head-on collision. Danladi warned drivers against overspeeding, wrongful overtaking, and overloading, among other traffic offences. Katsina State Police Command said it had arrested no fewer than 134 suspected individuals over various criminal offences within October 2023. The command spokesperson, Aliyu Abubakar Sadiq, disclosed this while parading some of the suspects at the command's headquarters in Katsina. He said the command within the period under review recorded about 75 major crime cases ranging from armed robbery, kidnapping, culpable homicides, cattle rustling, among others, adding that 72 out of these cases were charged to court. He explained a total number of 13 suspected armed robbers, 8 murder suspects, 39 suspected rapists, 6 suspects in possession of illicit drugs, and a total number of 50 suspects were arrested for various offenses such as criminal force, intimidation, inciting disturbance, and belonging to a gang of brigands, among others. Also, the command has succeeded in rescuing 23 kidnapped victims and recovered the following exhibits: 1 English pistol, 6 rounds of live ammunition, and 1 suspected stolen motorcycle. A federal high court in Kano has ordered the Kano state government to pay a sum of 30 billion naira within 7 days in a lawsuit brought by the incorporated trustees of Masalachin Eid shop owners and traders against the government. The motion seeks a stay of execution of the court's previous judgment delivered on the 29th of September 2023. The judgment had ordered the Kano state government to pay the incorporated trustees of Masalachin Eid shop owners the same amount for the unlawful demolition of their shops without following proper legal procedures. Justice Samuel or Amobeda, the presiding judge, has conditionally ruled that the sum of 30 billion naira be deposited in the court bank account within 7 days pending the outcome of the appeal process. The Commissioner of Works for Kano State, Marwan Ahmed, faced potential consequences for continuing to tamper with the properties against the court's judgment. The notice warned of potential contempt and imprisonment if the order was not followed. The Kano State government has sought a motion for a stay of execution, and this motion was granted by Justice Amobeda on the conditions that they pay the 30 billion naira. In other news stories, a presidential spokesman, Tokwe Ajayi, has said President Bola Tinubu did not ask for a yacht. This comes amid outrage after details of the 2.1 trillion naira supplementary budget Tinubu submitted to the National Assembly were published. According to the budget, 5.09 billion naira was allocated for the yacht, 2.9 billion naira for sports utility vehicles for the presidential villa, and another 2.1 billion naira for the replacement of operational vehicles for the presidency. The yacht was listed under the Nigerian Navy's proposed capital expenditure of 42.3 billion naira. Vanguard reports that speaking on the development, Ajayi said he doubted if the reports that the principal needed a yacht to perform the functions of his office. The trending issue on social media since yesterday are two items in the 2023 supplementary budget. One is the provision for presidential yacht in the supplementary budget by the Navy, and the other is over 6 billion naira for vehicles for the State House. It is important to state clearly that President Bola Tinubu didn't ask for a presidential yacht, and I doubt he needs one to perform the functions of his office. From what I know, the request for a yacht, however it is named or couched in the budget, is from the Navy, and they must have operational reasons for why it is required. Ajayi further stated, it is important to say that journalism should enable public enlightenment and not create an atmosphere of siege. It is poor reporting to always reduce State House budgetary provisions to the President and the Vice President. On that note, we end the news here on Leadership TV. For more news stories, log on to our website www.leadership.ng. Many thanks for watching.
Thank you for watching. For sponsorship and advert placements, please contact 080-3688-6158. Last Word Leadership Podcast Studio. You have the last word.